can you name like a couple of the peers that you was locked up with? Because like I said, like I mentioned like I put you on the phone with KA.
Yeah.
Like, did you know him?
That's my boy. KA was my boy. KA was my
And
boy.
he said something like, so for him, he said that there was an incident that he had.
Oh, and so he got caught up with the situation with Light, the Val.
Light. Right.
They cut 15 Spanish dudes
right
before me and my brother did our thing. They went crazy down there in 10 Lower.
10 Lower.
They was in 10 Lower.
It was a 10 Lower massacre, they said.
Yeah. They scratched Light. I grew up with Light from my hood.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Well, my cousin in the hood.
Right.
Light, so me and Light go back, you know? So I don't know if it was over the phone or over drugs.
Okay.
But they scratched Light.
Right.
They ain't cut him good. They scratched him. And he flipped out. Now, Light is the one, he's the type of individual. He's a pretty boy, he got green eyes. He's dead. God bless his soul. They tried to rob him. And he tried to beat the dude up. They tried to rob him. They wound up shooting him. He died.
In the streets?
In the streets.
Oh,
you know? But Light is a good dude. Me and Light was in a couple of state jails too together.
Right.
But him and KA, they was down there. Him, KA, Reese. Reese is a Brownsville dude.
Okay.
Reese and Poopy. I don't know Poopy from Best Style from Brownsville. But they was all down there. They was doing their thing.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, for what reason they made them feel they was going to send somebody to cut Light and think they was going to get away with it.
They said that like a Latin King cut him or something.
Yeah.
A Latin King cut Light. And then they went crazy. Him, KA, and
they went crazy. Like I said, they cut 15 people.
How do you?
They cut 15 people. They said when the squad came there, after they was chasing people around, and this was a module, so it was 50 people in the house. In the unit.
50 people in the house.
There's 50 people in the house.
God.
50 people in the unit. So once they start cutting, they said the squad came in there and everything they thought they had in order, and they said Light felt his face and realized he got cut and broke off the wall and started cutting more Spanish dudes that was already on the wall that the COs had.
Right.
He was cutting from the top of their head all the way down to their ass. He's straight down their back, everything. He started going crazy, cutting. So now everything, nobody want to get cut now. So everybody's running. So it was more chaos. The riot squad didn't know what to do because everybody's moving. They said it was just a massacre down there. Light was just cutting everything, you know. And I don't know the part that Poopy, KA, and Reese, but they was sneaking in cuts too.
Right.
But Light, you know what I'm saying, he was the main factor of the situation.
Right.
But Reese had beef, KA had beef, and Poopy had beef.
Yo, what the
you know? So it was crazy. But they definitely turned the building red. It was definitely talked about. And when Light went to the Bing, he was on 1 Main South. I was on the North, right? He wouldn't let no Spanish dudes live on his side. And if they came in there and they wanted to go to Bing Wreck and he catch out there, he was cutting you.
Oh.
So they was just in there, and you had the headline King dude. He was coming to me. His name was Supra. He wound up turning Dominican something, but he was running Lion Kings. He came to me trying to get me to talk to Light. You know, talk to Light about my Nitos. They not going out. He not letting them go out. They scared to go out. They scared to go on a visit. They scared to leave their cell. Wow. You know, talk to Light. So he gives me a finger, a plastic finger full of weed. Listen, you know what I'm saying? Do that. You know what I'm saying? Just talk to him. So, you know, I broke Light off. Yo, you got to let these dudes breathe a little bit. Light not trying to hear none of that. You know? He's not trying to. So he's like, yeah, I let him go out here and there, you know? But Light was on it because, like, he knew if the shoe was on the other foot, they wasn't going to let him rock.
Got it.
You know?
But then, you know what was crazy? KA is Puerto Rican.
Yeah. Poopy's Puerto Rican too.
Oh my God. But they had beef with all the...
But they grew up with blacks.
Right.
So it wasn't... We not seeing race in the eyes.
Got it.
Is the people, the Spanish dudes that seeing the race is the ones that need help. The Spanish dudes that grew up with blacks and they fighting, going to school with us and they fighting and all that, they don't look at blacks as not their brother, we all people, we all from the same block, from the same community.
Right.
We got beef with them dudes over there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We sticking together.
Right.
This is the block. So it wasn't no, you know what I'm saying, division amongst us. And like I said, you had other dudes down the line. They start messing with these gangs, Lion King, the Yetas, and whatever. You know, they
Mm-hmm.
start going that route with their people. They start manipulating them about the situation. Like, we got to stick together. We got to stick together.
Right. And then he said that there was another dude that he said that you was good with was Gambino.
Yeah,
Gut,
Gambino was good.
like
Yeah,
from the l.e.s.
yeah. It was Gambino, and you also had Cisco.
Cisco.
Cisco. You
Right.
know,
Right.
Cisco was doing his thing. I don't know. Cisco, me and him never built. You know what I'm saying? But his name was ringing bells, and he was holding it down for Lower East Side. You say something at them years, anybody that came through at them years, they know Cisco. Cisco was the one that was holding it down from
Huh.
I think Gambino is somewhat related. I don't know if they were saying they was cousins or they really was cousins.
Got it. Got it.
You know, but they was holding it down. You know.
Right. But because when you speak of l.e.s. too, I think of Blue Boy a lot too.
Yeah,
I
Blue
think
Boy, the Rat Hunter.
yeah.
The Rat Hunter Blue Boy.
But he's like, I thought that he was Crip. Like he changed the Crip. I don't know.
It might be another Blue Boy. It might be more than one Blue Boy.
There's only one. Damn, he's the older head.
It might be,
But he's from the Lower East Side.
There's you had a few dudes, but the thing with the Lower East Side, right?
Yeah.
Bronx and Harlem ran together. Lower East Side, they was like in their own world because they didn't go with nobody. They built their own strength.
Right.
That's
right.
They built their own strength. So they like I said, I can't say they was like that, but they was like that. Because they was the ones going against. If a Bronx nigga violate, we getting at you. If a Brooklyn dude violate, we getting at you. So we on our own.
Right.
We ain't riding the coattails of nobody.
Right.
And you got to respect him for that.
Right.
And that's where KA fell. He dealt with you as a real person, as an individual. That's what KA dealt with. You a real dude, he gonna deal with you on that, not because you black, you Spanish, or you whatever.
Right. And I respect him for that.
And that's how KA. And I haven't talked to KA yet, except the time you meaning you put him on the phone. And like I said, I got the utmost respect for KA because how they moved.
Right.
They didn't need nobody.
Right.
That's
fine. And then because K is a rat hunter too, like he became.
That's I swore Blue Boy was a rat hunter.
Right.
I was in Clinton with Blue Boy, and they ain't like. I know he ain't like the blood, so he might have been Crip.
Right.
And I'm just assuming he was rat hunter. He might have been Crip.
Right.
I'm not sure.
Right.
No, I'm just going off what I'm thinking.
Right. But were you running with the rat hunters?
Nah. I'm Muslim.
Oh, okay.
I've been Muslim for a long time. I'm Muslim, but they call a person like me a renegade Muslim because I did what I had to do to survive.
Right. Oh shit. So you wasn't banging or nothing like that?
Yeah, I was banging, but I wasn't with no gang. I was banging for the cause.
Right.
Not because, as they say.
Right.
Like when the blood started, it was a black and Spanish war going on. So I'm looking at the Spanish sticking together. I'm sticking together as a black. And I had to go to war with against certain Spanish dudes where I'm side by side by Brooklyn niggas that don't like me. That know if they got the opportunity, they'll cut me.
Oh, but you're side by side with them.
I'm side by side. We going to war and we got to go against these Spanish because it wasn't at the time in '93. They wasn't yelling blood or the blood. If they was yelling, they wasn't yelling it like that at the time because they didn't have the numbers yet.
Wow.
But that's when it was starting. But it started over that black and Spanish war.